like to call the meeting to order. We'll go down the roll call. All right, I'm here. Karen is not here. Boo,
Here.
Janice is not here. JJ's not here. Dr. Burgess won't be coming.
No, sir.
Okay, Dr. Clue,
No, sir.
Larry's here.
Kimberly,
Dr.
no.
Kimberly,
No, sir.
all right. Jason's here.
Here.
Dr. Wells, no. I suspect. And, Angelique,
Here.
Angie,
Here.
Emily,
No, sir.
no. Okay. And, let's see,
Brittany Walker.
Brittany.
Yep.
And your name?
Bill Boudreaux.
Bill Boudreaux.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Who's that?
That's Emily.
Yes.
Don't talk too rough to him.
He's been here a while.
Okay. Everybody had a chance to read the minutes. Are there any changes? Being there no changes, they'll stand as presented. All right. The fourth thing is board training, and Jason, I think you said,
Yeah, so Karen has something to share, so I'm calling her right now to get her on speakerphone. So let's see if we can do this. Hey Karen, you there?
That was fast, I'm here, yeah. I didn't see the live link yet on, oh wait, it's on now.
Okay. There it is. Okay. I guess we went faster than it could load. So we're
Yeah.
so we're on the agenda item with board training. Okay. So the floor is yours, Karen.
Okay, I just, I didn't want to be totally skipping out, I'm in South Carolina. But I wanted to kind of just touch on the part of the agenda for the board development. So, I don't know if Dr. Hill is there or if Ms. Roderick mentioned yet, but the three of us went to the charter refresher presentation back in beginning of October. And the good news is, so I mentioned at the last meeting, we've kind of talked about things that we could do to sort of help make things better, so that, we discussed the alternative framework and the possibility of implementing we called it years ago the Power Hour for tutoring, but they have funds available for high dosage tutoring. And so I think that application is due on December 15th, I think they said. So we could still get that funded and get it implemented this school year. So that's, just wanted to mention that. And I have a bunch of slide decks. I'm assuming that Ms. Rodrigue and Dr. Hill got them too. They sent the slide decks, PDFs of the slide decks to everyone who was there. So I'm going to forward that to everybody. And then so you can kind of take a look at some of the things that are pretty interesting. There's one title that's it's called Charter Compliance, What's Now and What's Coming Up. I think everyone should look at that one. In fact, I'll probably download it and send it separately. Everybody needs to kind of take a quick look at that when you have a chance. So while you're meeting the rest of the meeting, I'll be sending that to everybody. So be on the lookout later on. Charter compliance, what's now and what's coming up. So here's your board development.
Okay.
well, Karen, thank you very much.
Thanks,
You're
Karen.
welcome.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Karen.
Is
All
there
right,
any,
thank you.
is there anything else on board development? Okay. Teachers report.
Hi, I'm Miss Oceanera. I teach upper science. Our teacher report is pretty extensive this month, so I'm just going to do some highlights for you. For lower school, all third graders are working on races at their instructional level. Lower math, students are continuing to do progress monitoring every 2 weeks. The math team decided that if a student passes at a grade level test, they move to testing only once a month. in general and lower just finished their fall fundraiser and had an amazing turnout, raising $275. Middle school math is working on multi-digit addition for 4th, and 5th is multi-digit multiplication. Middle science is learning about energy and energy converters and systems. 5th grade is learning about the earth and the rotation day and night. Social studies, ELA is moving along well. They've begun their first units on grade level curriculum in ELA. Social studies for middle is moving along. They're in chapter 2, and 5th grade is still on chapter 5, but it's noted that it's a very long chapter. In general and middle, Red Ribbon Week is this week. We've just down schedule for each day, and students can purchase using points. They went to Chick-fil-A today with purchasing with their points and their savings and behavior contingency. Halloween party scheduled for tomorrow. Upper 7th grade ELA. 8th is writing a final essay. 6th grade is still working on Unit 1. Science, which is my domain, we're rocking and rolling. Field trips are now in the process of being planned and scheduled since all of our fundraisers are complete. So we're also participating in Red Ribbon Week. We also have a party for tomorrow that students had to purchase with points from their bank account or from their running total for the week. Let's see, we have a GoFundMe for our color guard, which is new to Max. So if you've seen that on Facebook, please help us out. For the whole school, we are starting World's Finest Chocolate. That's going to be delivered on Tuesday, November 4th. It's a 2-week-long sale. That's going to fund us going to Stennis Space Center in May. That's our big school fundraiser. We also have Mobile Ed coming, bringing a mobile planetarium on December 17th. The t-shirt, the spirit shirt sales, I think it was about $500, is going to help cover some of that cost. Upper's Jambalaya sale, we sold 360 plates, so we made $3,600 towards our field trips. For SPED, lower school's been working on individualized interventions to improve on phonics, and they're being monitored using Acadience. Middle school, middle and upper, I guess. Students are working on corrective reading in order to remediate struggles for reading comprehension and listening comprehension. They're also making great progress. We kind of have a lot going on, a lot of fundraising and getting our kids to do a lot of things right now. So that's all we got.
Well done. Thank you very much. Are there any questions on that?
Thank
Well,
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great
I
evening.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, finance report, Margell? Margell?
Yep, I'm here. I'm getting ready to give you that. It's not in there. I'm sorry. Or is it? Yep. Here it is. Here, it's in there.
It's in the middle. It's not in the back.
Okay, sorry. Thank you guys for coming. I have a pretty straightforward report. I did want to make a quick mention about what Miss Karen just said about high dosage tutoring. We did indeed apply for and get those funds. It's actually a requirement. Like, we have certain things when kids do certain things on there. Ms. Roger could probably explain a little better than me, but anyway, it is an application in EGMS. You have to fill it out, and you basically have to buy what they say to buy. So we have Book Nook in the building again this year. That the high dosage tutoring funds have been or restricted to use for that. So that actually is happening, and we did get those funds. I think not yet on this paperwork, but like very early October, the funds came in. So that's going on right now. Expenditures were kind of right on par. A little bit. We had a lot of those curriculum and PD invoices due the month of September, so that professional and technical fee spending was on the upper side. But and then we also received the certified and support staff stipend and the differentiated compensation allocation. That's going to be paid out. The certified and support staff stipends will be paid out on November the 14th. So that's the 2,000, 1,000 that everybody heard about for a couple of years now. So we'll be paying those out next month. And then a few things that I've been doing. The audit, I think it's very, very close to complete. We kind of wrapped that up this month. I didn't have any real issues. It went pretty smooth. First quarter financial report was due, and that was submitted a few weeks ago. First quarter payroll taxes. AFR is the thing that I had submitted in September, and then there's a bunch of post-submission documents and requirements that I'm working on currently. So, but everything's been running rather smoothly, and just wanted to make a note. I didn't actually write down the amount, but if you guys remember, a couple years ago we had set aside some of the funds, some of our cash accounts in the money markets that we had into the 90-day CDs, and they've been doing well every year, and even better now. And just for instance, the special CD was $150,000, and it's up to $189 in about 3 years, give or take. And the operating CD that we had was $425, and it's up to $474. So that's a significant amount of an interest that we've been earning on those cash balances the last few years. So that's all I really have. Nothing out of the ordinary. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.
All right, are there any questions on that report? If not, that's just well done.
Thank you.
Okay, building and sites is still about the same.
Well, the floor issue that we spoke of last week in Miss Angie's office has it has increased, and it is in a pathway where
Okay.
the people who use that office have to pass.
All right, I'll put him on to that as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Okay. Principal's report?
Yes, sir. So as mentioned in Miss Oceanero's teacher's report, we have a color guard. Many thanks to Miss Gore. That's her passion, and she brought it forth, and the kids were interested, and we have, I think, 12 students working on a program. So on November 20th, that's the Thursday before we have our Thanksgiving break. On November 20th, we are going to have a school show so that the rest of the classes, they can show off what they know to the school. And we are hopeful, I think the application, that she's working on it, to get into the parade on December 7th as one of the marching groups with music that they go in. So that's one of the options, getting an amplifier and having some music that they've been practicing with to do a small portion of that parade. So we're really excited. The kids are very excited. They stay after school. I see them taking those poles in and out of the car every morning, every afternoon. I try not to get hit. I pray for the parents because they almost always get hit. So they are very, very excited, and Miss Gore has set it up like at any school that there are priorities, and the students know that there are both academic and behavioral priorities tied to them being there. And it's just been, so far, a very good experience in the building. I'm excited for them.
What time is the November 20th show off?
I have to go check it. I think it's looking like it would be around enrichment time. It's around the lunches, and it might be two different shows because we don't want to cut into class. None of the teachers want to cut into class time at that time. So it would be around the 11:40 or the 12:35 mark. I'm not 100% sure. They're still throwing that around to optimize class time. So that's coming up. Like I said, they are excited about it. I know that she has other things planned as well. She is looking into other options. The big push is going to be in the springtime for what's called, not the springtime, but after the holidays, what's called Winter Guard. So that's what the fundraiser is for. It's a registration fee to be within a certain grouping, and that allows you to compete at multiple functions and do the circuit of competitions. So the fundraising is for that $650 registration fee that it takes to be in that league, as it were. So we were very fortunate. One of our parents is also a color guard coach. So before we got our own pole, she loaned us stuff. Another friend of the teacher donated silks. That's the flaggy part of that flag. We have a set that matches and that kind of aligns with our colors. So we're going to go with that for now. We're trying to be frugal, but at the same time, really focus on those core movements that are needed for it. So NIET will be in next week on November 3rd. That is the Monday. So I stay all day long with that NIET coach, working with my teachers and offering up instructional coaching. World's Finest Chocolate, as Ms. O pointed out, will be in the building November 4th. Parents have signed off on whether they give permission to participate in that fundraiser. That's the buy-in that they need. We have a lot of interest in it. This is again earmarked towards our big field trip where we are looking to go to Stennis and bring space. That's why we have space as our theme. Lady Colonel's basketball game is on December 1st. We are excited to go back to Nichols and watch Lady Colonels and cheer them on. The kids really like that day. Unfortunately, it is coming right after the holidays. The Monday we come back from the holidays, we are huffing it all the way to the gym for that. We have our PTA board meeting coming up on December 3rd. You may remember when I was speaking, Dr. Davis had worked with the PTA, the prior executive board, to streamline some of the functions of the PTA in their bylaws. They officially meet every 2 months with the ability to call a meeting at a different month as the needs arrive to get to mobilize parents for the things that we want to put on and do. We hope to have, we have a planetarium coming to us on December 17th at Shaver Gym. So that's some of the things that we are looking forward to. Now, one of the things I didn't, I don't know if this is the counseling time. Oh, I didn't put it on here. Our beloved counselor was headhunted, scalped. She has been helping us to find a replacement. We have at this time secured a replacement. So we were very fortunate. We had really great candidates. We were able to interview, and we will have a new school counselor in the building December 1st. We will miss our current school counselor very, very much.
Miss Shea was really good and an asset to Max for sure.
Absolutely. We look forward to the person we're going to be working with, but we will be missing her.
That's it?
Well, that is it. We still have Cabas in the building. I haven't really changed much on the other bullet points that we have there with Dr. Shanman and all the things going on. And of course, with transportation, still no other applicant.
Right. Okay. Any questions, Julie?
No, I do have a question from Miss Karen. She goes, do I understand Book Nook is required by the state? And it's like, no, Miss Karen, Book Nook per se is not. There are requirements for the high dosage tutoring in terms of who is able to teach that tutoring. They have put up these requirements of a literacy coach, someone who has that literacy credential, which officially we don't have in the building. And so we have farmed this out to an outside vendor. Book Nook is one of multiple vendors that were allowed for the high dosage tutoring fund. So we are limited. Every time we get funding from the State Department, there are very set parameters in which we can act for those funds. So for example, a while back they had given funding for materials and curriculum, but I couldn't pick any. I had to be the tier 1 materials and curriculum that were already vetted. So I had a list to choose from, but that was it. That was the list I could choose from if I wanted those funds to go towards materials and curriculum. So this year, the funding in EGMS, there are other priorities. One of them is for students with disabilities. So there were some vendors that could help us. Several of them were ABA vendors that come in and train on ABM, but we have someone in the building that does that, and so we have been working with Glean, who is a dyslexia training vendor. They specialize in that. That was one that had that ability, so that's what we went with for using those student with disability funds that we were allotted this year. We are limited in what we can do though with that.
What's that vendor again? Glean?
That was a different application in EGMS. The high dosage tutoring was
Yeah.
a whole
Gotcha.
separate thing.
But just to give an example of how we are limited, it's the first year I got here, they wanted us to work with teacher support, but Nichols isn't on the list. And I remember sending that to Dr. Rademacher and Dr. Gontro. I was like, why isn't Nichols on the list? Like, what do you guys need to do? Like, come on, step it up. Get on that list. In order to put those fundings there.
All
Okay.
right.
That's
Anything
it
else?
for me, unless you have questions.
Any questions? No questions? All right, do we have anything from the PTA?
I'm sure.
Ariel?
Well, I'm Brittany. I'm the PTA president. My daughter, Aubriana, is in 5th grade here. It's her first year. So my first year here as well. A couple of things that we have first right now. We have the Pick a Day fundraiser going on, where if you pick a date on the calendar, you pay that amount. The students will also earn tickets depending upon how many spots they have filled on the calendar. And then those tickets will be put into a drawing for gift cards. Also, we do have a fundraiser on November 18th at Walk-Ons. It's from 6 to 9. So we're looking forward to that too in November. And then also Mr. Bill Boudreaux, treasurer.
Yeah, let me just introduce myself. My name is Dr. Bill Boudreaux, and I'm honored to be a part of the Max Academy School PTA, proud grandfather of a 6th grader here, and genuinely excited to serve the school community in this role. In taking on this position, my goal is to bring clarity, accountability, and enthusiasm to our financial stewardship, so we're looking forward to that. And over the next year, we look forward to working with the board to do these things. Thank you guys for welcoming me to the team, and I'm ready to roll up my sleeves, contribute where I can, and just support our collective mission.
Sure.
Thank you so much, both of you.
All very good to
And
have
I
you.
just want to say too how thankful we are for, being here and, that she's here and she
thank
loves
you.
it here very much. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you guys
Thank
for,
you.
for volunteering your time and your.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You said
Jump
doctor.
right in. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And
Uh,
MD or PhD?
PhD.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep. And our next meeting is December 3rd at 6 p.m.
December 3rd.
December 3rd.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anything, any questions there? Okay, there are no questions. Do we have any new board business from anybody? If not, then the announcements are there. Next board meeting, November 20th. PTA to be announced, and the other functions in New Orleans. There's no other business to come in front of the board. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved. I hate to adjourn so fast, but make up for the last time.
And I'll second.
There's been a
Yes.
motion and a second.
We put in that timer.
All right, well, is there any further discussion on it? Being there no further discussion, all in favor? Any opposition? Thank you all very much for coming. Normally, it's a pretty full board meeting, I don't know what
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,